Hello, I'm Dennis Gibbons and welcome to another edition of American Outfitters. I'm here with the Camelot Inn we saw from last week's show, but I don't always get to stay in that thing. Sometimes we take a little day hike, and when you take a day hike, you want to have a good day pack. Right here is one that I got from Sportsman's Warehouse. This is a pretty good pack. It expands if you need to. It's got all the tied down straps, different compartments, pretty much everything you need for a good day trip. The most important thing is, though, you don't want to leave camp without the stuff you need. I'll go over a few things, a few tips with you guys on how to have a great, successful trip in the wilderness. And first of all, you're going to want to have a backup jacket. This is waterproof, also has pockets, has a hood just in case the weather turns bad, which happens all the time. So that's something you want to have in your day pack. Something that I carry that maybe not everybody does is a little first aid kit. This thing here, got it from, I can't remember where I got it from, but you can get them at any drugstore. It's got all the stuff you might need for little cuts, scrapes, even got a little thing, tweezers you could use for a toothpick. So that's something else you're going to want to have. A few things to eat you're going to want to put in your pack. And then a few other things. I always carry these with me. These are called frog togs. They're a waterproof suit. It's out there pouring down. Your rain jacket may not be enough. Frog togs also works as a good pillow. Good thing to have. A few other things I have in here. The bare necessities. Always take water with you. You want to have your water, a little extra, because even though it's a day trip, like I said, sometimes you might end up out there all night. My optics, always want to have them. I keep them right back here. Helps you see animals, elk, deer, things like that. Another thing is, if I'm stuck out there at night, I get lonely. So I want to have my harmonica with me. Keeps my spirits up. Nothing worse than a person lost in the forest with low spirits. High spirits, low spirits, no good. Keep that harmonica with you. Oh, what else do I got in here? Extra hat. Spare hat always comes in handy in case the first one you have gets wet. This here is called a headlamp. It's got a LED light, or LED, depends on what you want to call it. This thing attaches to your hat. If you're out there walking around in dark, you have your hands free to do whatever you need to do. Because when you're stuck out in the wilderness, it's good to have free hands. Put that over here. Oh, another thing you're going to want to have is this. It's a camera. Also a little video thing. If you're about ready to die, you can tell your loved ones, I'm going to miss you. I died doing what I was doing. Hasta la vista. I like having that. Small, compact. And then, these are my favorite here. Glow sticks. When it's dark and your battery runs out of your flashlight, pop one of these open. Usually I just do it when I'm bored because they're really cool, but it works for both things. Then, I tell you what, you wake up and there's frost on the ground, there's nothing better than a great pot of coffee. Coffee is the best thing to keep you going, keep your spirits high. Remember what I said about high spirits. Another thing I like is, I found this, it's an elk boomerang. You can kill a lot of things with this. Fling this thing around, hit a squirrel. Hey, I'm telling you, a squirrel's not that bad. So I'll put this guy right over here. And then, I told you to take some snacks. I always have snacks. But I tell you what, when you're out there, there is nothing better than extra snacks. I love carrying extra stuff. These things hold a lot of calories in them. Calories are good. Another thing I like to have in my pack is a two-way radio. This thing, it'll pick up on satellites. You can hear what's going on. You can hear the weather. Another good thing to have. Put this down over here. And no good hunter goes out without his GPS. This is a GPS. It's a satellite locator device that tells you where you're at, tells you where you've been, helps you spot your camp. And then the other thing is, I like to do a lot of cooking. And where is that? Oh, you're gonna want to have a good knife set. So I always carry, these things are sharp. I make sure they're sharp before I come out. I don't want to be out here trying to sharpen a knife when I want to eat dinner. Then I tell you what, it is hard out there when you're trying to dig a hole, so you want to have a good shovel. This thing here is a quality shovel. I got this at Home Depot. Also good to whack a coyote over the head with. I tell you what, this thing is handy. I love having that in my day pack. Then, a couple times I'm out there. Of course it's cold. I got everything for cold weather. And like I said, it can get pretty cold, but also it can get hot. So I take my solar powered fan with me because I can't sleep when I'm sweaty. I just can't do it. That up here. And that other shovel I had was nice, but also this little guy may be enough to do the job. You can also flip pancakes with it. That makes this a real treat to have. Oh heck, what happened last time? My pack broke. Well, after that, I make sure I got a toolbox with me. The last thing I want to be is out there and not be able to fix something that's broken. And I always have something to make a fire because you can get cold, but again, the forest is dangerous. So I always make sure I have one of these. Certified by the fire department. This thing works great. Something else I have, what's in here? It is my coffee. Forgot that with the coffee pot. It don't do no good if you don't have no coffee with you. And I like cooking a lot when I'm out there, so I'll make a fire and put my Vienna sausage in my fire pan, and at least I have a warm meal just in case. And then when it gets dark, last thing you want is to be messing around with a little flashlight. So I take this here Coleman propane fuel lantern. This thing will light up a whole area, and it's pretty handy to have. And last but not least, when you're out there and you're packing, you pack it in, buddy, you better pack it out. So I bring this with me too, because we want to keep the forest clean. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in for another edition of American Outfitters. We'll see you next week. We want to thank Sportsman's, where you can buy everything you need for the outdoors. I'm Dennis Gibbons. Have a great day.